I'm back. Facebook kicked me off. So, I was saying a month or two ago, my son was struggling every day to fight his demons of addiction. And if you remember, I was consumed in his life. So, so this is what I started doing. I started praying by myself for him. Well, I took it to the next level, and now every morning I'm already outside when he comes outside, so I start praying over him out loud. Out loud. I do it because I want him to feel my passion, believe my faith, believe in the faith that I have, and to protect him throughout his day. So I've been doing this every morning. It's a routine now. And he's doing better. He's doing better. And during the day, I send him positive affirmations. Sometimes I'll send him a video. Sometimes I just text him and tell him I am proud of him. And if he's out before I catch him, I pray for him, and I immediately call him and tell him I prayed for him, because I want him to know I'm praying for him. So that's another thing in my depression that I have drawn the line in the sand, that I will no longer take over his life and try and keep him clean. So the way I do it now is I trust in God, and I believe that when I pray, my prayers are heard, and God is helping me. So I no longer live my son's life. That's a good thing. And he knows there's a line drawn in the sand. So he has to keep up with his stuff. And if I see him, the patterns changing, So I have now taken control of my life, and I'm not consumed with my son's life. Actually, my house has gotten calm. There's every once in a while somebody, will have a fight, but it was nothing like 3 months ago. Nothing like it. Okay, so then I pray for my house and Jimmy, and then I listen to I like Joyce Meyer. I listened to a 30-minute sermon by her. Okay? So now, and then I do my workout. I drink my Energize. I do my workout. And I post, and then I get ready for my day, and I take a shower, all that stuff. Then I go to work, and then I do my push-up challenge, and that for me makes me accountable to show up every day. And it's getting hard. We are in the 30s. Tomorrow's 37. But look at what's happening. I'm getting cut. My muscles are popping. I'm getting cut here. I'm getting chest is looking good. So I'm mainly doing it for me. But I'm also giving people hope that they could do it also. So, but mainly I do it for me, to show up every day, because I have to be accountable to you all. So that's part of my routine for the last 2 months. So during the day now I'm at work, and work can sometimes be hard. I'm dealing with the public. I deal with a lot of people that drink liquor, beer. I deal with a lot of cigar customers, and then I deal with a lot of contemporary customers. And if you remember one of my posts, my bathroom enlightenments from before, I used to hate when some certain people came in, because I have regulars. Some of them are great, some of them are not. So, and I am really trying to change my negative mind consciously to positive. So now when I see these people that come in that I used to be annoyed with, let's just be raw. I used to get annoyed with them. I now start blessing them before they even walk in the door, because I'm aware of who's coming up. And so I started blessing them. And let me tell you what has happened there. I have customers that I didn't really want to tolerate. I used to, and this is how I used to say, not it, and I'd walk away. So my employee that I'm working with would take care of that customer. That's horrible. That's horrible. But in my funk, I just didn't want to deal with them. So I'm changing, people. I'm changing, and I'm being raw, and I'm letting you know how I lived. So now I'm blessing them before they come in. And I'm actually having conversation. It might not always be a long conversation, but at least I'm making eye contact, and I am talking to them in a nice way. And then usually I say, have a good day. Sometimes I say, God bless you. It just depends. If I'm still struggling, I will bless them. But that is me working on getting all this negative garbage that I have a pattern of doing in my depression. Because when I'm in depression, I don't like anybody, not including myself. So I'm telling you, I have worked really hard and listened to many podcasts and sermons and anything that my friends send me. I'm listening, and I'm studying, and I'm doing the work now. So that's how my day is. So I bless people that I didn't used to like, and I'm talking to them, and I'm giving them eye contact, and sometimes I'm blessing them out the door. So then we get to my night routine. So, and during work, if I have a problem, I have my notebook and I write it down. Also, I do my goals for the day in the morning. I usually do them when I get to work before I open. So I do my mission statement. I'll write down my goals. I'll write down 5 things that I was grateful for the day before. So it's on paper. And so I do that morning routine daily also. So now we're at the evening. We're into the evening. So I do what I do. I play with my grandsons. Now 2 are here. Do the normal stuff that I do when I get home. But my night routine is kind of like my morning routine. So I pick a sleep meditation of either healing or faith-based healing or courage, strength, just whatever. I just go down and I look. Sometimes I'll redo some, but they're usually always over an hour, and they're made for you to fall asleep, so your subconscious is always getting the message while you're sleeping. So, and I do that at night, and it just shuts off when it's done, and usually in the middle of the night I'll just pull my earphones and pop them to the side of the bed. So that's my routine. So through this routine, I have been peeling back the onion, and every time I peel a piece of that onion back, it causes me pain. It causes me to feel the emotion, but the glory of it is I'm getting healed from that wound. I'm releasing it. I'm feeling it. I'm releasing it. And then I'm praying about it. And I journal about it. So, recently, I've been looking over, the past year or so and seeing what was the triggers to get my depression steamrolling. Well, one of them was I used to have a workout partner when I started my journey. And I had tons of success with a workout partner. We used to feed off each other. One would be not wanting to do it. The other one would say, come on, girl, let's do it. And I really got used to it. And one month, she got an injury and just never came back. And I know. I felt hurt, I felt abandoned, and I felt alone in this journey. I wasn't alone, but in my circle, I was alone. It had nothing to do with her. But these are the emotions that I sucked in and I believed. So, part of healing and healing all these wounds, I had to pray about it, feel it, cry about it, release it, and let it go. This is what I'm learning about healing my soul and taking the negative out, filling it with positive. Ladies and gents, if you don't heal all them wounds that you cover up and cover up and cover up and cover up, the first times, if you're doing good, like you have cycles, you're doing good, and the first couple of times you hit road bumps, that opens up all them wounds. And then the stinking thinking comes in, and then you just start snowballing down that mountain of depression. These are things that I'm learning. Okay, so that was one example. Probably my hardest one to do, and I'm still working on it, and I've been working on it a month, but I keep picking it back up, is my son's father. I peel back a piece of, so he has his own onion in my heart of pain and suffering and damage and all of that. So I'll pull maybe 3 parts, and I'll cry about it, and I'll get angry, and I'll pray about it, and I'll keep praying about it, and I'll forgive him for those 3. And then a week or so later, oh my God, I just start thinking about that. And there's 3 more things I gotta forgive and release and feel and blah. So that one I'm working on daily. That's probably been the biggest damage to the negative part of my brain, that I have continually prayed to God to help me heal. So I'm continuing to work on that one. I'm not done with that one, and I will get done with it, but slow and steady, because there is a lot of anger and pain and brokenness when it comes to him. Okay, so you know my routine now. You're seeing how I'm pulling back the layers of the onion and healing my soul. Because if I heal all the damage, when I hit a roadblock or a stumbling block or a snowball, there ain't going to be no negative soul tombstones in there to get me all screwed up and start having stinking thinking. So I'm healing my soul, because that's what keeps me going back to my depression, because there was so much damage, and so I was holding on to it, all that negative, because that's what I was used to my whole life. So I'm working on that every day, continually. So I've been doing good. I'm now dropped from the high 190s to the 180s. So I'm losing inches. Things are starting to, I'm digging my way out, step by step, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. And I'm sharing my experience with other women, because I want to give them hope that they can get out of this. Okay? That's always been my goal. Okay, so let's talk about what happened Sunday. So I'm doing good. I'm going to Colorado Thursday. Okay. I don't go home. Home is Colorado. Most of my brothers and sisters live there. I love it there. It's beautiful. It's my home. I love it. It's beautiful. But since my dad died, there has been damage in our family. I gotta say it nice, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings before I go to Colorado. But death brings out many emotions, and in my family, it wasn't pretty. So Sunday, I was busy all weekend, but Sunday night, I started gorging. Didn't even realize it. Okay, so this is part of my left turn down depression. This is how my pattern happens. I started thinking, well, I can't leave. I can't go. Maybe I won't go, because what if I'm not there to pray for I shouldn't go. What else? Maybe I don't want to go. Really, I don't want to go. And then I just started getting funky. Okay? So this takes me through Monday. Monday, I do all my personal development. I even did it Sunday night. And I did all my stuff, my personal development, my routine on Monday morning. So I leave out the door. I'm driving to work. And I turned right instead of going straight down to my work. And I pulled into Quick Trip, which is a gas station, junk, eat all the junk you want place. So I went and got a Red Bull. And I went to the muffin case and got a blueberry muffin. Paid for it, went to the car. And really, I wasn't even thinking about what I was doing. Before I even got to work, I had eaten the muffin and drank the whole Red Bull. So then about 10-ish. Now my routine, I don't start eating until noon because I intermittent fast and then I get 6 meals in and then I go to bed and, So at 10 o'clock, 10:30, another Red Bull and a bag of Chex Mix. And I just was eating, but my brain was in depression mode, protection mode. I'm going to call it protection mode. So now I veered off right. And I'm headed down a bad road. So I drank another Red Bull, had about a half a bag of Chex Mix, and then my alarm went off at noon. I have my phone's alarm set for every time I have to eat. And it was just like, the biggest light bulb moment happened, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? It like knocked me out of my depression zone, and I right away picked up my notebook. What the hell just happened? Why did you do this? Why did you stop and get junk? What's going on in your mind? How are you feeling? I wrote a bunch of things down so I could think about them, and still work and then come back and I know they're all there. Well, I'm having anxiety about going home and having a family get together. I have not seen some of my brothers and sisters since my dad died. And I think I'm having anxiety because it's unknown what's going to happen. Now, I'm a different person than I was then, but I have anxiety about something that I have no control over here. But it took me like that. My depression behavior took control like that. Thank God my alarm went off and it triggered my positive stuff that I've been doing and warned me your pattern's wrong, something's wrong. So I'm looking at them questions and I'm soul searching what's happening. And that's what it is. I got funky. I didn't want to go. I was having anxiety. And I immediately reverted to depression mode, comfort depression mode. And that's Red Bulls and carbs. And not healthy carbs, junk carbs. Because that's what I like to comfort me when I'm funky. So, I wrote about it. I met with my success partner. I talked to her about it. Today I talked to my team about it. And I have it under control. I immediately started praying to get back for this to leave, for me to get back to where I was, and to stop this roadblock cycle that made me turn right just because I'm having anxiety about going home and being with my family. And Jimmy's fiance, Brittany, told me, Mom, we were out back last night, I think, and I was voicing my concerns. She's like, if Jimmy's gonna use, he's gonna use whether you're here or you're not. She's right. If I trust and believe in that my prayers are working, and I trust and believe in God, it shouldn't matter whether I'm here or not. Regardless, I'm going to be praying for him. Whether I'm right here next to him or I'm in Colorado. So this is the progress that I am making through changing my negative mind into a positive mind and healing my soul from all the damage, all the bad things that have happened to me that have damaged my soul and broken my heart that we carry, that causes my depression. So that's where I'm at. And I will try to do this a little bit more often. But we'll see. But when I do them, I have a message. There's hope without drugs. There's hope if you're willing to fight for a positive mind. There's hope if you start healing your soul and don't carry all them wounds and them tombstones of misery in your soul every day. You got to start healing your life in order to be able to fill the joy, fill it with joy and happy stuff. So that's where I'm at. That's the progress I made from 2 months ago. Look, no tears today. So I'm working hard, and this is all an experiment, but I'm trying my best to do what I'm being guided to do. So I'm going to end it. I went long. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love yous. Have a beautiful evening. We'll see you in the morning. Push up challenge. Love ya. Mwah, mwah. Bye.